Hi, this is Bill Fournet, President and CEO of the Persimmon Group, and today I'd like to share with you a technique that allows you to sometimes reflect and refocus where you should be spending your time and energy at the office. We call it the 80-20 reflection, and here's what you do. You look back at a period of time. A lot of people will do this at the end of a year as they're trying to look at their New Year's resolution or what they want to focus on for the next year. But it could be for any period of time. It could be for the last month or the last quarter of work that you do. And what you're going to do is you schedule about 30 minutes to an hour on your calendar to sit down at your desk, go into your Outlook or your email calendar that you use, and you flip it to the weekly view. And then as you do this, you're going to take a blank piece of paper, you draw a line right down the center of the piece of paper from top to bottom. On the left-hand side, you put a plus, and on the right-hand side, you put a minus. And you're going to sit down in front of that calendar, and you're going to start going week by week, looking at the calendar appointments or the events that you participated in. And it could be both work or personal. And as you go through those week by week for whatever period of time that you have, you're going to start writing the list of those items that gave you good energy, good satisfaction in what you were doing. You enjoyed doing those things. You liked participating in them. You wish you could do more of those. And you're just going to write that list on that left-hand side under those pluses. You're then going to, once you complete that period of time, go back to the beginning, and you're going to do the same thing, but this time you're going to ask yourself, what are the events or the meetings or the activities that you took part in that actually drained you from an energy perspective, that you just didn't like? They bored you, they were futile, they frustrated you, and you'd prefer to not do those again. And you're going to write those on the right-hand side. So when you're done with that, you should have two lists of items, not every item that was in your calendar, but the items that either really gave you emotional satisfaction and energy that you enjoyed, and those items that drained you, wore you down a bit, you were really frustrated and you would prefer not to do again. And in both those cases, you're going to look at the list and you're going to start to find on the right-hand side what are the themes that come out that you realize all of those things started to have in common, or the majority of them did. Typically, you're going to get somewhere between 3 to 5 key themes. The same is true on the minus side of the page. You're going to go through and look at what were the themes that those things had in common that drained you, that frustrated you. And when you look at both sides, you're going to step back and ask yourself, how do I take those things under the minus, those themes? How do I identify what some of those are? And can I delegate or have others participate in some of those areas, or avoid them completely because they may not be value add to you as you look forward into the future? So how do I play away from the minus side and into the plus side? How do I get myself involved in more of those type of themes or activities that are going to draw out that energy that you want to be able to participate in? It doesn't mean that you give out bad work or the things that just drive you nuts to other people, because what we find sometimes is the things that you really don't like, other people very much may like. And trying to find who can help you and complement your skills so that you're able to be your best, play to your strengths, play to the things that give you passion, that ultimately increase your engagement. And the same is true for the people that work with you or for you. Do you know what the things are that drain them? For some people, going and speaking in front of a group is absolutely fearing. They hate it. They can't stand the idea of having to go out there, and it emotionally drains them. Others, they may absolutely love going and speaking in front of a group. So do you know your strengths and what you like and enjoy, as well as your team members, and then play to those strengths as the team as a whole? So that's called the 80-20 reflection. You set some time aside, go week by week through your calendar, look at the things that bring you real satisfaction and those that drain it, and then ask yourself, how do I play more into the things that give me satisfaction and further away from those that don't? That's the technique. Hope you enjoy it. Thank you.